Hey guys, welcome back. This is Naresh. So in this video, we will see what are all the new features which isn't provided in Selenium 4. So let's start. So the first is W3C standardization. So now the web API is W3C standardized. What does it mean? It means that the JSON web protocol which is required to do a communication between the API and browser is no longer required. We don't have to encode and decode the API using JSON web protocol because now the W3C protocol can be used and it does not require the encoding and decoding. Now, WebDriver API is not only used in Selenium but also in different softwares. Some software are commercial, some are wrappers on WebDriver API. Now, there is no issue which we get during the compatibility, because many times it happens that some of the commands which is there in WebDriver API, they are not able to work properly with some of the vendors. But now as it becomes standardized, now those issues will get disappear. Second is the Chromium driver. So if you remember in Selenium 3, the Firefox driver or any other driver was extending the remote web driver. But now this Chrome driver, Firefox driver, these are extending the Chromium driver. Okay, and Chromium driver has an additional feature which is called DevTools. So basically this is one of the features through which we can control the dev tool of our browser. Okay, so that's also is very useful when we are working on different Selenium scripts. Okay. Third is the grid. Now there is an improved version of the grid in Selenium 4. So before there were many issues which have been encountered when we were setting up the grid as a Selenium hub and Selenium node on different machine. But now this has become very easy and very user friendly, and grids also support for Docker now. And also Selenium also provide three types of grid now, which is a standalone mode, hub and node, and fully distributed mode. The next change is the Selenium 4 IDE. So if you remember, in Selenium 4 we were only able to perform the operations and run on the Chrome browser. But now it has been provided in a form of a plugin, and now it can be used across different browsers. And there's also a change in the way Selenium IDE worked. Before it was based on the HTML based CLI, but now there's a new CLI which is based on the Node.js. Okay, and with this Selenium 4 IDE you can also run your test cases in parallel. So that is also one of the good feature. Now the next is a relative locators. So there are chances when sometime we don't get a locator of an element. Maybe those IDs are very variable kind of a type, and it keeps on changing. So at that kind of situation, what we can do, we can find the ID of an element which is near to that element which I want to click, and then I can use the different methods to get hold of that. For example, there are methods like to left of, in, right of, above, below, near. Okay, so this is also very useful when we are trying to locate an element which does not have a proper locators associated with that. Next is Windows and tab management. Now in Selenium 4 it provides a way through which we can go ahead and we can create a new tab and create a new window from our script itself. So it is the out of the box method provided, so that you can open your website into a different window also, or maybe you want to open two websites at the same time without initializing the drivers twice. So with a single instantiate of a driver, now you can create as many windows, and you can create as many windows in that and open as many windows, which was not possible before. Support for Opera and Phantom JS has been removed now. So now we have to use Chrome in place of the Opera, and for the headless browser we have to use the Chrome headless browser instead of the Firefox headless browser in place of Phantom JS. So we can use both Chrome headless and Firefox headless if we want to use the Phantom JS now. Okay, so documentation. Yeah, so documentation is something which was a big problem from Selenium 2 and Selenium 3 itself. Now, in Selenium 4, they have promised that they will provide a better documentation, and if you go to the website also for the Selenium HQ, you will get a new view of that website, which has a very good documentation as compared to before. Okay, and there are some more small enhancement in Selenium 4. For example, there is a parent frame switching. Now they have introduced a new method called parent frame, and now if there are more than one frame, like for example a parent frame or child frame, you can directly jump to the parent frame, and before till Selenium 3 it was not possible. You have to first jump on to the default window and then you have to go to the parent frame. But now this is possible by using the method parent frame. Screenshot. So in Selenium 4 they provide a facility through which we can take a screenshot of an element, of a group of element. We don't have to take the screenshot of the entire page every time. And also the way they have implemented the code is a bit different than what we have done in Selenium 4, in Selenium 3. Full screen mode. Now it is possible to run your test cases in the full screen mode. And the last is get rect method. So now we can use a single method called get rect to get the height, width and position. Before in Selenium 3 it was possible to get the height and width, but there were different methods for that. But now they have provided a single method to do the same. Okay, so that's it from my side for this video. So what are the other features which is provided in Selenium 4, or what are the different things isn't provided for, you can always watch my other videos for Selenium 4. Alright, so thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye bye.